What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play .hackgu. Well, when we last left off, we had... Well, actually, it's a good question. Let's check the memoirs. Oh, that's right. We spoke with Endrance after defeating Sakuba. And after we completed all that, we kind of yelled at Endrance, really, but it's okay. He'll get the point, hopefully. We kind of need him. And Pi has asked us to help out with Ida, so we're going to invite Pi to the party. Did she say to bring anyone else? Or did she say we can't bring anybody else? If she didn't say anything, we're going to take Gaspard. Yeah, she didn't say anything about it. Okay, cool. So we're taking Gaspard with us, just so we have a healer. I'm gonna set him to healing.
We'll clear Ida out while we're investigating the area.
And we're gonna go ahead, in case there aren't enemies to fight here, we're gonna set Pi to free will, and we're gonna set Gaspard to life. Okay, so there is Ida over there. Alright, so this should take us to the middle spot, and that middle spot will have 4 places for us to teleport from. We want to teleport to the east, I believe. We're getting low on Chim Spheres, we have to keep an eye on that. Alright, so we teleported. East of our location. So it's just going to tell us each time where we're supposed to be headed. So let's head east. And there's Ida.
Ida confirmed. Be careful, Haseo.
And this is just a standard battle against Vanna. No transformation. What are mechanics? Oh. I should have finished the combo, I totally forgot about. Whoops. We just kinda ate that. And protect broken. Not bad.
It appears that the Ida signals have disappeared from this area.
That's the end of that.
Not yet. I have something important to talk to you about. Why don't we head for the Beast Temple for now?
So we took care of the Ida symbol, but now we have to actually clear out this area. Pi wants to talk to us.
You're open.
Whoa, whoa. And I cleave.
Of course we won.
Okay, we got Twin Moons, nice. So we're gonna change up the skill trigger now. We're gonna go with Sparrow Counter here. And we're gonna Twin Moons on one side, and well, actually, is Twin Moons set for Sky moves? And let's see what it says. Singles. Okay, no.
Let's get him!
was watching some footage for the original quadrilogy again, just kind of familiarize myself with some of the stuff, and I just remember how much more intense going through dungeons in the original quadrilogy was. Well, just because you didn't have access to nearly as many things. Oh, Wicked Strike for a reason here. You didn't have access to nearly as many things, so
That was nothing.
you couldn't get away from attacks as easily and things like that. Thanks, Gaspard. So I'm gonna do my best to not do too many side quests until like the end of the game, to try to keep the game a little bit more difficult. I don't think it ever really is going to be, because of the combat system. That was one thing I did realize playing these originally wasn't really too hard. Like, if I wanted to make this more difficult, I should have not brought along Gaspard, actually. I should have just left him behind and just gone with Haseo and Pi. Which is why it always blew me away when they, whoops. Which is why it threw me off when they said there was a cheat mode, basically, for people who wanted to play through the game easily, you know? Ah, Wicked Strike. It was like, the game's already pretty easy. Like, we're bouncing this guy against the wall where he can't even fight back.
You're open.
Oh, I shouldn't have used that there. I should have waited to break their guards first.
Perfect timing.
Finish this!
Here it comes. Are you ready?
Ooh, Plasma Blade. Nice. This isn't gonna kill them because it's just gonna break all of their shields, which is so dumb. Yep, there they go.
Of course you won.
Yeah, I think in the future I'm gonna purposely only take the number of people they want us to take. Unless it's like, hey, bring a full party. Let's see what Twin Moons is like. Oh, it's just a double uppercut. Okay. I don't know why I just swung at Gaspard like he was the bad guy. I was hoping that cleave would hit him. Super armor through that hit.
Wicked strike.
Pretty much what I expected.
Music in the zone's pretty cool. Oh.
I'll crush you.
I didn't even mention these guys are new, long-lived. We want to take out this Karazabeth because they tend to like to explode. Not only take your money, but also explode. like this and kill themselves. We're gonna Wicked Strike him then. Pi, do you always have to bend down in front of the camera? Like, is that necessary? Like, really? Oh wait, hang on, did we kill everything? Let's check real quick. What's over here? Oh, bad guys.
Bring it on.
Okay, no. Armored enemies are irritating when it comes to this. Let me go after the flying enemy, actually. Everything else is aggroed on me, and then if I can do that, then we'll hit them with this.
That was perfect timing. Finish this.
Almost.
Here it comes. Are you ready?
We've already seen this cutscene once in this video, so we'll skip it.
As expected.
We're nearing level 75, not bad. The steam bike is really good for these big areas. Alright, we'll work. You know, Pi, you said you wanted to talk to us about something, and you haven't said a word. North is the Beast Temple. Okay, so we need to head south, and then we need to head west. Okay.
I'll crush you.
I really hate shielded enemies, especially these guys. Focus. Focus the Karzabeth, please. We'll take the Rengeki though, because it'll hit another Karzabeth. Actually, it'll hit both of them. Now they move faster and want to explode, so we gotta take them out as soon as possible. Let's do Twin Moons.
Twin moons. This is a piece of cake.
Your guard's
I
down.
think this time around in this volume, when we fight, what is it called? Doppelganger? We're going to purposely just straight up fight him. It's a little bit more of a difficult fight. Because I showed you guys in Volume 1 how you can more or less cheese him. Dropping by half of his HP 5 times, basically. But that more or less makes him into like not even really a boss fight. I mean, that just goes to show you, honestly, like, when it comes to this game, if you're doing everything they have available for you,
This is a piece
and then you'll never really have any problems. Granted, we had a little bit of a head start by being level 50 at the beginning of this game as opposed to being level 45 like the game starts you at, since we brought our volume save over, but it was really built with that in mind. I'm gonna ignore this long-lived and move over to a Karzabeth. I think that cloud that he just popped out was a ceiling cloud. See, what I'm noticing is I forgot like this whole ceiling scythe thing that I have here. I think if they're sealed, they couldn't explode. Because notice the guy off to the right didn't explode until he lost his seal. Bust through these guys.
Don't panic.
Oh, got caught. Oh, you know what we need to do? We have to go, we need to go visit Makanu. I'll make sure to do that between videos. I need to visit Makanu to make sure I unlock the bounty hunting. See, while he's SP locked, he's not going to explode, it seems. Yeah, because usually they'd be running away right now to try to do something really annoying. But I'm keeping him SP locked so he won't blow up. So there we go. If you're ever dealing with these Karzabeth, so you don't want them to blow up consistently, or steal your money, you just equip sealing on a weapon and keep them sealed. Preferably a weapon that's faster, so like twin swords or scythe would be a good option for it. Since scythe has such a wide arc, you can hit multiple enemies at once. Twin mins. Oh, does that not hit? I feel like that should have hit. Let's go save Gaspard really quick.
Wicked strike! This is a piece of cake.
I think we took down everything over here. Let's head back. Yeah, like I mentioned before, this trilogy is nowhere near as difficult as the original quadrilogy, and it comes from and I think I mentioned this in other games previously. It comes from lack of options. Like in the original quadrilogy, your combos were not nearly as impactful. You didn't stun enemies, you didn't knock them back or things like that. The battlefields were much bigger. There were substantially more spells to cast against you. There weren't really ways to counter mobs casting spells, so it very easily became extremely annoying to deal with certain enemies that would consistently revive their teammates, things like that. So because of that, it made the combat much more difficult. But because you have access to so many things in this game, it means you have a way of dealing with just about every situation. Your combos are definitely impactful. As you can see right there, I just stopped him from even casting his ability he was going for. And I can keep him juggled in most situations because I have such a big weapon. That's kind of like a good and a bad thing because it makes the game easier. I guess for example, in the original quadrilogy, there was a boss fight you fought against Skate. I know spoilers, right? But if you went in unscathed with Kite, he would just destroy your day. He would completely wreck you before you could do much of anything about it. So in most situations when you played that, you would play Kite as almost a form of a healer, where he would keep the rest of his team alive. And they would be the ones to go in, and then Kite would just consistently keep them healed up. Granted, it was much more difficult, but it was only difficult because you literally couldn't fight it. There was no counter to it. That could be considered a good or a bad thing, but I've seen people, you know, kind of rack on this game because of how easy it can be in certain situations. And it's, you know, it's easier. Definitely easier, but it's only easier just because of the options you have. And you can definitely make the game more difficult by not doing all the side quests, by doing less content, not being as leveled up, but it literally follows the whole MMO trope, I guess, the whole MMO process of if you're fighting something and you're leveled up, you have an easier time with it. Now, seeing as we left this caster out here by himself, it's a free cast, and he's making our lives miserable. Also, our sword ability had hyper armor during there, so even when he tried to hit us to knock us out of that, oh wow, that missed completely. He tried to hit us out of that, we were able to hyper armor it. That was awful.
This is it. Are you ready?
Oh, we got no perfects. It's just Plasma Blade.
As expected.
Yeah, but there's nothing we're really coming across that we're not high enough level for. And I think this is gonna happen throughout the entire game. We're gonna skip side quests. We're only gonna do unlocks, and then we'll kill the enemies in the areas we have to be in, you know? Hopefully, eventually, by the time we get to the third game, we should be back in the proper level brackets consistently. We're gonna twin range him.
This is a piece of cake.
Your guard's down.
Take them down really quick. I wish SP lock would also break his flight. That'd be pretty nice. They went real heavy on these desert zones this time around since they're new. They're in a lot of the story missions.
As expected.
I'll crush you.
Just trying to SP lock these guys. There we go. Got one. I can't believe that actually reached. Just take out this Hell Charm really quick. And we head back. And head for the last section of the area. I think we... Wait, I think that's all three, right? Did we get all three? Let's check the map. Yeah, we did get all three. So yeah, we just have to head north now. And we're all set here. And then maybe Pi will tell us what she wanted to talk to us about.
So what did you want to talk about?
It has to do with Recode. I told you before that the players infected with Ida have begun appearing in the world.
The players that the admins can't control, right? Like Sirius.
Right. Furthermore, we now know that the infected players have become dangerous like Ida.
Infected, huh? You make it sound like they're sick.
In a way, they are. You know, it would actually be better if they were merely sick. At the last title match, the players who were defeated by Sirius all ended up as lost ones.
What? So, in other words, being PK'd by Ida and being PK'd by these infected players is the same.
Yes, it's possible that's true. And, of course, your opponents for the final match of the tournament will...
You don't mean...
Yes, I'm afraid I do. It's very likely that they'll also be infected. Some of the players they have defeated have become lost ones.
Then I can't let Adelie fight.
Yes. Without her epitaph, she is just a regular player. It's too dangerous for her to fight them without her epitaph. Haseo, I want you to unfight me.
I can't let things go on like this. I can't keep waiting around and relying only on others. After all, Ida and the epitaphs are my problems too.
But Adelie is, in her own way.
It's very important to honor her feelings. But are you sure you want to expose her to that kind of danger?
Got it. I won't let her fight anymore.
Good. That leaves you and me. It would be best if we had one more person, though.
We do.
Huh?
Entrance will do it.
It is true that if he agreed to help us, he would be a powerful ally. But then I don't imagine he'll come.
No, he will. I believe in him.
So that's it. Pi knows our opponents are likely to be infected. And when you get killed by an infected opponent, there's a good chance you end up becoming a lost one. And since Adelie doesn't have her epitaph, well, we don't want her to fight anymore. I imagine she's not going to be too happy about that. Actually, I imagine she's going to be pissed about that. Let's go check our email. Tournament finals. So our next opponent is Bordeaux, and she named her team the same thing she named it in the first volume. Only one target, but she put a 2 at the end of it, saying this is the second time she put this team together.
Our final opponent is Bordeaux? So she was infected by Ida. I should invite Pi to join me and register for the tournament at the arena counter. I wonder if Entrance will show up.
So Pi is going to be joining us for the arena tournament instead, and we're hoping that Entrance will be there.
I'll wait for Entrance along.
Yes, we're all aware, so we just went over this. But that'll be it for this episode. On the next one, we'll be back. Did he just say Madam Pi? Don't interrupt my outro like that. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. On the next one, we will... He definitely said Madam Pi, and he's running a certain... Okay. Hang on. I'm just going to give it a second, see if it happens again. Yeah, he's right there. He's literally right there. That's killing me. Okay, anyway, guys. I'm just ignore him. Anyway, next episode, we're going to head over to the arena counter, hang out, and wait to see if Entrance shows up. Hopefully he does. Hopefully Adley doesn't totally hate us for not bringing her along in this fight. I get the feeling things are going to get pretty interesting relatively soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining me.